delicious General Tso's chicken that you can make in your air fryer.
Let's see what's cooking. Let's get the facts. Let's see what's cooking. It's time for Yo-Yo Max 12.
Hello everyone. What you will need is about 1 pound to 1.5 pounds of bite-sized chicken pieces. I'm using chicken breast chunks. However, you can use chicken thighs cut up as well. I put 2 beaten eggs in a bowl, put the chicken in. I'm just stirring it around to make sure the chicken pieces are nicely coated. This other bowl contains 1/3 cup of cornstarch with about 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 1/2 teaspoon of pepper mixed in. Then take each of those little pieces that's covered with the egg and just give them a couple of turns in the cornstarch mixture. And you're going to take that piece and put it in the bottom of your air fryer basket that's been lightly greased with cooking spray. Now I recommend, if you're making this, to grease your air fryer basket very well with cooking spray. And when you put your pieces in, make sure that they're not touching one another. Now I'm going to crowd mine in quite a bit, and you'll see it causes a little bit of problem for me later. So you may have to cook your chicken in 2 batches, but it's worth the effort. Just make sure the pieces aren't touching one another. You're going to air fry these at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. Mine took more like 12, and you're going to stop at the halfway point to turn them over. Now here they are at about 6 or 7 minutes. They're just starting to get a little bit brown, and as you can see, they're kind of all touching one another in the basket. It was a bit of a challenge to get them all flipped over because they were stuck together, but I managed to get them all separated and flipped over, so it worked out okay, but it would be a lot easier if there had been less crowding in the basket. You're going to continue to air fry the chicken pieces until they're nice and golden brown and cooked through. And while you're waiting, you can make your sauce. So that's 2 tablespoons of soy sauce, and then 2 tablespoons of rice wine vinegar, and 6 tablespoons of chicken broth or chicken stock. 6 tablespoons is actually 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons if you don't want to measure it with a tablespoon. Now you add in a couple of tablespoons of good old plain ketchup. This will add flavor as well as a little bit of color to the sauce. I add in a tablespoon of hoisin sauce. This is up to you. I love the flavor of hoisin. So add it if you want it, and a pinch of red pepper flakes or more if you want a little bit more heat. Blend that together and then blend in 2 tablespoons of cornstarch. This is going to help the sauce thicken up. Once that's blended, set it aside. Now in a large skillet that has a tablespoon of olive oil that I heated up, I'm putting a couple of cloves of minced garlic and a teaspoon of grated ginger. Stir fry that until the garlic starts to brown a little bit. Then add the sauce that you made, and then just cook and stir over medium heat until the sauce gets bubbly and starts to thicken up a little bit. And then take your chicken pieces. You can see how lovely golden they are. Throw that in there, toss to coat, and serve immediately. The sooner the better, because if you serve it right away, the coating on the chicken stays crunchy, but you still have that great sauce on top. Serve it on top of or alongside some rice, and you have yourself a great meal. The only thing I would change with this recipe is I would double the amount of sauce, because I love the sauce and I like to have a little bit more sauce on top of the rice. This is delicious. You don't have to fuss with deep fryers. Less fat, super fast in an air fryer. Give it a try. If you're interested in more air fryer recipes, check out my playlist. Thank you for watching.